Hello everyone, welcome to another weekly reading vlog. Yes, I am in the same attire, makeup, and place where I was at the end of my last weekly reading vlog because this is what we're doing. I am starting a weekly reading vlog right away because technically I started vlogging yesterday because I was planning on doing a dedicated reading vlog for A Darker Shade of Magic. However, it's not going so well. This was definitely not a great start to the Darker Shades trilogy, but you guys will see all of the thoughts for that. And then for my second update, I have started A Gathering of Shadows, and this is going a lot better. Let me tell you, this is going 10 times better than A Darker Shade of Magic. I am not only tabbing and annotating, which is fantastic because I felt no motivation whatsoever to A vlog or to B annotate in adsom. So this is a definite lookup from that. I am already 142 pages in. Thankfully, hosting sprints today with my Patreons helped me read a lot of this, so that was really exciting. The character dynamics and chemistry already better. Alucard, love him. So far, it's been really interesting. The twists and turns in this one have also really shocked me. Doing a weekly vlog instead is probably the way to go because that way I don't need to force myself to vlog anything, but rather I can just reach for my camera when I feel like it. So pause, double pause, sorry to interrupt and for breaking continuity in today's video, but I will say, just need to give a massive thank you to today's sponsor, Boksu. Now, if you are not familiar with Boksu, Boksu is a Japanese snack subscription box that is delivered to your doorstep every single month. What is so cool about Boksu is that every month they choose a particular theme and they cater their entire box based on that one theme, filled with a bunch of cultural snacks with a tea pairing, which is so incredibly cool because you can get the best flavors out of this. And also, if you're a chronic snacker like me, because yes, I call myself a chronic snacker, then this is the perfect opportunity to explore snacks that are more international and super tasty. So specifically with Boksu, every month you'll receive a box with a different theme. The snacks will always be different. It's a gourmet journey through Japan every single month. They also ship directly from Japan, so you get the most authentic experience out of these snacks, and you know they come straight from the source. This box's theme is Seasons of Japan, but specifically for the people who ordered this closer to March, they got the special Haunani pink box, and as you can tell, you get so many snacks. I am just so happy. Another cool thing, just to know exactly what we're getting every month with the box, you get this pamphlet, this little guide that tells you exactly what is in the box. That way you also know what they're called, if they're vegetarian, if it contains any allergens, so that you know exactly what you're putting into your body. And so in this particular box, some stuff that we got was potato snacks. You guys know I love potatoes. Anything, I always say potatoes, anything made out of potatoes is my cup of tea. I'm obsessed with it. White strawberry snacks, which is a Boksu exclusive. We've got the 20th century pear lang de chat. We also have some edamame senbei. We have some seaweed tempura. You have some yuzu sake candy, some dondonyaki. So if you are a first-time customer of Boksu, this will be the first box that you'll receive in the theme of Seasons of Japan, and later on, as you move on with your subscription, every month you will get a different theme. So if you are interested in checking out Boksu, I will leave my link down below, and you can also use the code MelReads10 to get 10% off your order, with which you can save up to $47. So if you do want to take a trip around Japan with these snacks and get the most authentic experience possible, Boksu is definitely the way to go. I am definitely going to be snacking on these throughout the weeks. I am so freaking excited. So again, thank you so much to Boksu for sponsoring today's video, and now we'll get on with our regular content. Let's get back into the video. I am really enjoying this 10 times more. I am loving Zylah. She's such a funny character. Her dynamic with Alucard is probably one of my favorite dynamics, dare I say, that I have read recently, and I'm enjoying that quite a lot because they just bounce off each other so well. I am really enjoying my time with this book, so I cannot wait for Zylah and Kel to reunite. I don't know when that's going to happen. This book is also longer than the first one. This is I think it's exactly, okay, no, it's not exactly 500 pages, but it's like 510 pages. So there's that. I'm excited to read some more of this today, hopefully finish it today. I don't know if I'll finish it today, but I'll try my hardest to get further along. I'm excited for that. So I don't know how much reading I'll get done once my 911 binge watch party starts. So definitely want to read some more of this today. We also are doing a little unboxing situation right now. So starting with a few books that I have gotten recently. Let's start with that because I have 3 arcs to show you. All 3 books that I'm very excited to read, actually, especially this book right here. I really want to read this book. This is Sunny Song Will Never Be Famous by Suzanne Park. This sounds so good, y'all. I know the gist of this book is that Sunny Song is, I believe, kind of like a social media influencer, kind of like a social media persona, and she wants to reach 100,000. Yes, that's one of her goals. Her big summer goals are make Rafael Kim my boyfriend, hit 100k followers, and have the best last summer of high school ever. And then once one of her videos goes viral, her parents send her to kind of like this faraway camp to kind of detox from the social media element, and there she meets a boy and there's a possible romance. It sounds so good. Then we have Where the Road Leads Us, and this is by Robin Rule, and this comes out in April. And then last but not least, I have The Summer of Broken Rules by K.L. Walther, and this comes out in May. I definitely want to read them sometime soon. First off, Where the Road Leads Us, because this one comes out in April, so I definitely want to get that reading done so that I can put up a review for that. Let's get into it. Another weekly reading vlog. I'm excited. Hello everyone, good morning. So today I need to go out and I need to run some errands. I need to pop by the supermarket. I also need to get my prescription checked for my glasses. I haven't gotten it checked since 2019, so definitely need to update it, especially because as of lately, I feel like it's gotten worse. I find myself squinting at my computer even if I'm wearing my glasses. So I said it's time to just go and check it and make sure that everything's fine. So need to do that. I might pop into the bookstore just because it's in the same compound and the same mall as the supermarket is. So maybe I'll pop into the bookstore. I haven't gone into a physical bookstore in so long. So hopefully it's empty. Hopefully I'm able to go in. So I'm gonna go do all of that and you guys are gonna come with me.
Makes me laugh about the irony of everything. I like the way you're thinking. I don't really care about the music on the dance floor. I don't really mind. All the smoke is in the bathroom. I don't care at all, baby. You got my attention.
Okay, so I have officially started A Darker Shade of Magic and I am literally 82 pages in. I haven't updated you guys because I am literally sprinting right now for Bookstore, and the plan is to get through as much as I can of A Darker Shade of Magic. And so far it's really interesting. I feel like I just need to adapt to the world. I feel like there's so much stuff happening, so many characters being named. There's been quotes about blood magic that I've been really enjoying, and I like the fact that the majority of the magic system in here, it's either elemental or the Antari, which is blood magic. I really like that. I've always found like blood magic in a way in fantasy so interesting, so I am definitely excited to see where that goes. Now I found out that the Londons were separated and you can no longer travel between them because Black London, which was the one that was consumed by magic, took too much. It started attacking other Londons, it started killing people, the magic started taking too much. Magic took its own life, took its own course, and so now that's why everything is separated and only a handful few like Kel can travel between Londons. And so that has been super interesting so far. Okay everyone, so I just wrapped up my sprint and I actually read quite a lot of A Darker Shade of Magic. I am literally 90 pages out from finishing this book. Surprising because I don't think I've ever read this much on my sprints, or at least I haven't read that much for a while. I don't have that many updates for you because I don't feel like updating, which is weird because I usually usually like freak out very easily. I'm always like giving you all of the updates. You know, I'm very eager to update the vlog, but I feel like nothing really is happening. It's just been kind of Kel traveling over and over and then meeting Zylah and then finding kind of this stone, which I guess is kind of like the main conflict of book 1. And I'm guessing that stone is gonna be like the overarching conflict for the story, for the series in general. And I am just now 300 pages in, getting to like the bulk of what the conflict could potentially be, but it shouldn't have taken an entire book to get there. I feel like the world building, yes, is interesting. The magic system, yes, it's interesting. But beside that, I don't think anything has been established in a way that I care A, about the characters, B, about where the story is going, and I guess C, like about the conflict. So to me, this book is very much looking between like a 2 or a 3 star, which I know a lot of people are gonna be kind of like mad at me about, but I definitely do not think that this is gonna be the strongest book out of the series. I will say though, it reads very easily. It's not a drag to get through, but I feel like this book, like everything that I read, feels kind of like the introduction to middle section of a book, and I feel like this book could genuinely be 300 pages longer easily, and it would probably be a much stronger story than it currently is, because there's just so much to do, to explore, to say, that I genuinely don't know how this book in particular is going to wrap up and kind of make a nice segue into book 2. I'm feeling a lot of conflicting emotions right now. I'm kind of just waiting for something really interesting to kick in and finally happen, so we'll see if we get there. But honestly, I just got to a point where I'm like, am I supposed to care about this? Because nothing has been said or done for me to care about any of the side characters, like the king and queen, Rye. Like, I barely even care for Kel and Zylah. Like, if they die, they die. But hopefully it'll pick up from there.
Joke was... Oh, I've forgotten the joke already. Oh, what's the joke?
And for once, I say good morning and it's actually morning. So character development right there. The lighting is also not the best, kind of like fluctuating, but I literally just woke up. It's 10 a.m. and ooh, truck. Always. What's a video of mine if there's not at least one truck going by? Anyways, I'm going to start the day by making myself some tea, which is something that I rarely do, but this cookie tea is calling my name. So now I'm going to make myself some tea, and I figured out a way to make it with, ooh, my computer. I figured out a way to make it with milk. I'm gonna try and do that. I've never done it before. Let me give you guys a tiny update to A Gathering of Shadows, because I really don't have anything more to say besides what you guys have already heard. This hair is really not it, huh? I'm not vibing with a darker shade of magic, you guys. And I'm kind of glad that I made the executive decision to not make this a dedicated reading vlog to that, because I am so discouraged with the way that it's going. I just don't care about the world. I don't care about the characters, which is interesting because you guys know that I have loved character-driven stories before. I typically don't mind them. However, I am the type of reader that if you're gonna make a story character-driven, at least give me some plot. And although there is kind of plot in here with Holland and with the stone, I just don't think it's enough at the point where I'm at right now to be like, oh wow, I'm interested in the plot. Like, I'm interested in certain characters, I can tell you that. Like, I love Alucard and I love his dynamic with Zylah. And yesterday I got to page 300 and I definitely got to a point where both of my theories about Alucard were right. Like, I had 2 theories about him, both were right, and I loved it. I for sure did. But I feel like everything about the story is kind of predictable. and I can foresee where it's going, and that's why I'm not necessarily as gripped as I could be. And so it's just kind of frustrating to be reading these books. So I think after I finish A Gathering of Shadows, I will most certainly start another book and not A Conjuring of Light. In fact, I lowered my rating for book 1 yesterday because I feel in regards to character dynamics, the first one was not, like, it was lacking in that, and I didn't really see the chemistry and the relationships and the backstory between characters. That is something that I am seeing a lot more of in book 2. And so for a book that was so character driven, again, the justification was not there. And so that's why I had to lower my rating for book 1. So you know, that's kind of where I'm at right now with the series. Okay, so I have been figuring out readathon stuff for like the past hour and a half, 2 hours with a little girl with the inner circle, and we've just switched the entire dynamic for the 24-hour readathon. I am now hungry after working on the logistics, so I definitely need to make myself something to eat, and then I need to go ahead and make the thumbnail for the 24-hour readathon sprint, and I also need to open the Discord, set everything up, and then I actually need to edit my Chain of Iron vlog because that should be going up either tomorrow or on Thursday. So I definitely need to have that ready to put up the early access for the Patreons. Hopefully I'll be able to sit down and read and hopefully finish A Gathering of Shadows. Ooh, maybe I could make myself an omelet. An omelet with cheese and ham. Ooh, I think I figured it out, peeps. A lot of stuff to get done. Friends, so I just finished filming my intro and outro for the Chain of Iron vlog. So this lighting is terrible, but I just finished filming this, so let me just put the book back up there. But I just finished filming that, and now I have to go edit the rest of the video so that I can export it and put it up for the Patreons. And I also have sprints in literally an hour, so hopefully I can get the video done in an hour. I definitely can. I only need to edit like 20 minutes of footage, so I know it's very much possible, but I need to go finish that. Then I need to go for sprints, but I could just give you guys a little update to where I'm at right now. Let me put you guys over here. Okay, so I've switched you guys to the tripod because I need to give you guys a tiny update into how my reading's going. So I have since started and finished, I mean, I really just read it yesterday. I read For Everyone by Jason Reynolds, and that was really just a letter, like a collection of letters to dreamers, and it was so beautiful. It was also narrated by Jason Reynolds, which I love his narrating voice. It's so beautiful. And it was most definitely a stunning novel. Not a stunning novel, a collection of letters. I shouldn't really say novel, but I loved everything about it. I just loved the fact that it was dedicated to dreamers and the reality of how dreams become manifest, and that you really don't have anything figured out until you do, and it could take you forever. Everyone's journey is different. So I just loved the message of the book, and the audiobook is literally like 25 minutes long, so if you guys want a really short read, For Everyone is definitely the way to go. So listen to that. And today, literally in the morning, I started a comic because I have been in like a comic, manga, graphic novel kick. I literally bought a bunch of them within the last week, and they should be here soon, hopefully. But I started House of M, which is where WandaVision took its inspiration. I have never read House of M. In fact, it's been probably how many years? 13 years. It's been like 13 years since I last read a comic. I used to be so obsessed with comics growing up, and my brother and I love superheroes. We just love bonding over Marvel and DC. And in fact, yesterday we watched Snyder's Cut Justice League, and that's where kind of the whole conversation about comics came on. I literally went on like a binge add to my wish list, just adding a bunch of comics. I am insane. And then today, I just had to start reading House of M because it was in Prime Reading. So I'm already, how many pages? Not how many pages, percentage. I'm already 38% through, so I'll definitely be finishing House of M today. And House of M is just insane. It's kind of like a fan service in terms of like, and where there's just so much going on and like so many superheroes together. Like if you know nothing about Marvel, House of M will be so confusing because you have like the new Avengers, the old Avengers, the X-Men, and it's just, there's so much stuff being mentioned in House of M. I am just reliving the old days and I am here for all of that. So I'm really enjoying my time with House of M. Also have a tiny book haul for you guys. It's just really 4 books, but it's these 4 books. The first one is A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair. Wanted to read this book based on an illustration. I saw an illustration on Instagram and I was like, damn, that looks kind of cool. And I know this is a Hades and Persephone retelling. It says Persephone is the goddess of spring by title only. The truth is, since she was a little girl, flowers have shriveled at her touch. After moving to New Athens, she hopes to lead an unassuming life disguised as a mortal journalist. Hades, god of the dead, has built a gambling empire in the mortal world and his favorite bets are rumored to be impossible. I am just very excited for this. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I am hoping I really enjoy this one. So A Touch of Darkness is the first one, and this was actually sent to me by the lovely Brandy, who's one of my Patreons. Hello, Brandy. Thank you. Hi, Mel. I just wanted to send you an extra support to celebrate your Patreon. Honestly, you're the creator who needed one. It's amazing. I love Greek retelling, so I hope you like this. Brandy knows me because I also love Greek retellings. It's one of my favorite things. So thank you so much, Brandy. Penguin Random House sent this book my way, and I believe Our Last Echoes is also on the way, which is Kate Alice Marshall's newest book. But this is Rules for Vanishing, which is, I think this is the newest cover because I believe this had another cover. I think this was like, oh God, is that a ghost girl? That little girl looks like she's a ghost. And I don't know how I feel about that because you guys know, oh, we'll see. I said I was gonna get more into horror and thrillers. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It does have a ghost. So I am going to read this when I'm not spooked in the daylight. So thank you so much to Penguin Random House for sending this my way. I have a fall love story, which I really want to read. The cover, lilac, you guys know, it's one of my favorite colors, so I definitely just love everything about this. Enjoy your gift for my favorite booktuber. Thank you for motivating me to read. From Karen, thank you so much for sending this my way. That is so nice. Wait, I'm too emotional for this. Oh my God. But all I know about this one is that in this book, these 2 families have competing pho restaurants, and I am assuming their 2 kids will go head to head in the kitchen or something. A chance encounter brings Lynn and Bao in the same vicinity despite their best efforts, and sparks fly, leading them both to wonder what took so long for them to connect. But then, of course, they immediately remember. Ooh, can they find love in the midst of feuding families and complicated histories? And as you guys know, I love stories that revolve around food, so very much excited about this one. Finally, some of you would say, I bought A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. This is actually funny to me. When we were watching WandaVision, for some reason, I knew the character was Agatha Harkness, but I kept calling her Deborah Harkness, and I was just like, who the hell is Deborah Harkness? Where do I know that name from? From here. So yes, that's my funny story. I'm so funny. Anyway, I bought A Discovery of Witches. Finally, it was about time. The font is freaking tiny. I love that for me, but the pages are Bible thin, and I love that for annotating. That's nothing new because everyone's been telling me that I'll love it. It's a romance between a vampire and a witch, and there's like alchemy in here, or like chemistry or something, or like biology. Yeah, alchemical manuscript, and there's demons and other creatures and a library. And I know the characters in this one are kind of older. They are in like their late 30s. 30s, mid-30s. So this is an adult book and I'm excited about it. So I hope this does not disappoint and I hope it's good. So those are the books that I needed to show you. And then I'll update you guys with my reading a little bit later and, you know, show you a little bit of B-roll here and there. I also need to make myself some tea because, ooh, that tea yesterday was good. Maybe I'll maybe I'll make myself some chai latte. I don't have a latte machine, but I'll make do with what I have. So let's go.
It is titlit.
Yeah.
Something about a gun being used as a dildo, and I am disturbed.
And that is one of them. Okay, so should we buddy read it?
We
Okay,
I'm down.
I'm down.
I'm totally down.
Yes, I have to know how this all transpired.
Okay, but like we should all include this in our April TBRs now. Like it's happening.
So I will order it right now.
Yes,
Okay.
well, I'll do that too.
Let's all order it right now.
Hello everyone. So I have finished today's live stream and Liv, Gavin, and Jaleese joined me. It was a good old time as per usual, and we all actually ended up ordering Den of Vipers. I don't even know who it's by, and we're all gonna buddy read it in April. So, you know, there's that. It's gonna be an interesting buddy read. This is gonna be all over the place. And I actually made a lot of progress into A Gathering of Shadows as well as House of M. So let me just set you on the tripod real quick so that I can update you guys a little bit onto what has been going on. I am, as always, accompanied by the beautiful Pingu, who is the star of my channel, but I finished House of M and I actually really enjoyed my time there. I think it's always really interesting to kind of see all of these heroes come together in a single issue, try and overcome this and look past all of their rivalry or move past every single bit of history that has gone down, especially after the New Avengers and, like, you know, what happens before House of M and who Wanda killed. And I think, oddly enough, what made me the saddest reading the comic wasn't necessarily Wanda's journey, but rather Peter, like Peter Parker, like Spider-Man. Like, his journey in House of M was just heartbreaking to see how, because House of M takes place in this alternate universe, in this alternate reality where everyone gets exactly what they've ever wanted and everyone's happy and everyone's fulfilled with what they want. And so it was really heartbreaking to see Peter, who'd lost so much already, kind of have everything that he had lost and kind of have his perfect life, whatever he's yearned for, and him snapping out of it in the midst of House of M and realizing that it was all an alternate reality and that none of that was real for him. And it was just so heartbreaking to see that unfold. I just felt for him so much. I thought all along that it was like the obvious answer, and then once I got to the plot twist, I was like, oh crap, I didn't know that was what cost Wanda to create House of M. Ended up rating that a 4 out of 5 stars, and I read that again during the sprint. I also thankfully managed to finish editing and putting up the Chain of Iron vlog. But yeah, this is gonna be my last update for today, and then I'll just update you guys tomorrow morning when I wake up. All right, hello people, party people, how are we doing? Okay, so update. What time is it? I don't even know what time it is. It's currently 4:07 and my day started earlier and later than expected. So I had no plans for the day actually, except filming and editing. I actually sprinted today with Liv. I love it. It was fantastic. But I will say some updates, a lot of updates. So first off, I actually have since finished Gathering of Shadows, and I ended up rating this a 3-star. I, again, have not had the best reading month, especially with this. I feel like this was kind of rough, but rated a 3-star, definitely better than A Darker Shade of Magic. And I just have to say, I love Alucard. Stan him, actually, very, very much. And also, Cal and Lila, the angst, I gotta love that. It's just kind of like a mess in my head and in the book. Both, because I feel like in the first book we got more plot than we did in here, but I still liked this book better than the first one. It was just It just was. It exists. And this time around with this one, we did get to see a lot more character dynamics, which I was happy about because I feel like the relationships were established better in this book rather than the first one. Plot-wise, none. Like, nothing happened in here in regards to plot, except like maybe a total of like 20 pages in the midst of a 510 page book. So the majority of this book is technically kind of useless because nothing really happens, and so that's why I'm convinced that this is where the plot is gonna be. And I don't know how I feel about the plot coming in 3 books in when it's a trilogy. So I feel like execution wise probably could have been better, and I'm surprised because you guys know I loved Vicious. I freaking loved it. The vibes, immaculate, loved it. Addie LaRue, oh, don't get me started, one of my favorite books. So this one was definitely a step down from V.E. Schwab in my opinion. So again, not a favorite unfortunately, but I can totally see and recognize why people love this book. And so I am glad that people are enjoying this and that people are just loving the Darker Shades trilogy, because I definitely am not a lover in regards to like the plot. I will say, like, I obviously like love Rye, Alucard, Kel, and Lila. I do, don't get me wrong, because I do. Are they like ride or die characters? Like, I would literally die for them? Absolutely not. So unfortunate, but it's been finished. And the highlight of my day, if I do say so, darling, the highlight of my day has been unexpectedly starting The Diviners. But this is just incredible so far. I am only 43 pages in, and when I tell you, first chapter, already ominous, creepy. It definitely spooked me. It includes a Ouija board, which we don't mess with in this household, but it definitely creeped me out. There was one line where the ghost said, I knock on the door. I'm like, nobody's gonna let you in this household. You are not trespassing. We are children of God and we are light and love, and no. But love Evie as a main character. I just love everything about Evie. She's like so sarcastic and she is so unapologetically herself. She definitely doesn't care about the norm, the societal norm in the 20s. She definitely does not care about the societal norm, and she is out there looking to make something out of her life despite, again, being a woman in the 20s. And I just love that about Evie. I also just met Sam Lloyd. I love him already. The flirt, the tension, the flirtation, the tension, the chemistry already. You just gotta love it. And this is definitely gonna be more paranormal based on what has been told to this human being, to this sapien right here. So this definitely gonna be a little more spooky, witchy, supernatural, but I'm excited to see where the book goes because there's so much that can be done, and it's, you know, kind of long. It's like almost 600 pages. I will certainly try and squeeze in some of these pages tomorrow and maybe even during the readathon, depending on how I feel. But not gonna lie, I kind of do feel like reading this during the readathon. And I think this is where I am ending the reading vlog, because tomorrow again we start a 24-hour readathon, and I don't want this already almost weekly reading vlog to overlap with that. So I'm gonna wrap this up here, and then maybe I'll just start a new weekly reading vlog tomorrow because I'm loving these weekly reading vlogs, wishy. But yes, I am ending it here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little moment, this little video. I certainly am enjoying weekly vlogging. I just love kind of updating you guys as I go and showing you guys kind of the behind the scenes and stuff from my real everyday life. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fresh. That is it today from me, from your sapien. I need to stop saying sapien. I am saying sapien because I read House of M, and I really shouldn't be saying sapien as much as I am. Feels kind of weird. Also, if you have read any of these books, let me know down below. Let me know what you guys have been reading so we can discuss in the comment section. It's always super exciting to see what you guys are up to, and also to see kind of you guys' opinions on the books that I have read. And if you reach the end of the video, what could be the emoji of the day? You know what? It's gonna be super creepy, but let's leave some eye emojis. This has a huge ass eye, so let's leave some eye emojis if you reach the end of the video. Also, don't forget to subscribe down below for more bookish content. content if you feel, if you vibe, you know what to do. Down below, I'm always uploading content. I am always live streaming throughout the week. And you can also join us on Patreon. We call ourselves The Citadel, and it's pretty fun over here. We have a Discord. We have selected our April buddy read already, which we're gonna start soon, and I'm so excited. They get exclusive content and early access to videos, as well as reading sprints. We just get a bunch of stuff in there. The link to the Patreon is down below, as well as all of my links to my social media. And once more, thank you so much to Boksu for sponsoring today's video. Remember that you can use code MelReads10 to get 10% off your order, and best of all, save up to $47 on your Boksu order. I just loved everything about this, so make sure to click the link down below if you do want to check them out. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and I shall see you on the next one. Bye guys.